Prince William reportedly feared for the future of monarchy when Prince Harry married Meghan Markle. It is no secret to royal fans that Prince William and Prince Harry's relationship has been well strained at best for a while now. In his new book, Bachelor Brothers, the inside story of a family in tumult, royal historian and biographer Robert Lacey digs deep into the brothers' feud to get to its origin, which according to him have at least some roots in Harry's romance with Meghan Markle. The fundamental conflict was between the two males who had known each other all their lives and had never hesitated to tell each other exactly what they thought and felt. Lacey writes in the book, according to an excerpt published by People, William worried that his brother was moving too fast in his courtship, and he didn't shrink from saying as much when Harry started talking about getting hitched to Meghan quite soon. According to Lacey, a source close to the brothers said that the big confrontation about Meghan went down sometime in late 2016 or early 2017, and that William couched his question in terms of apparent concern for Meghan. As Lacey points out, Will had a different approach to his own problem and waited years before popping the question to Kate Middleton. Weighty William, of course, took so long to commit to Kate for the sake of the monarchy. He had been auditioning her for a job all these years, so Harry could not help but wonder whether Wills was really concerned about his personal happiness, or whether he was once again and per usual thinking about the makeup and fortunes of the firm whose boss he would become one day. The response from Harry was a brusque and offended pushback. Lacey writes, ultimately Lacey says the feud came down to a difference in priorities. For Will, it was a question to the future of the monarchy, whereas Harry was focused on love. Here we have a couple of brothers who loved each other dearly, most profoundly and genuinely in fact, but who could give as good as they got when it came to a clash over something that really mattered most to them. Lacey writes, for William it was the future of the state of his monarchy, his sacred trust, while for Harry it was the love of the complex and captivating woman who had finally made sense of his life. Most trolled person in the entire world, Meghan Markle confesses is struggling mentally after giving birth to Archie. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have kicked off World Mental Health Day by guesting in a podcast hosted by 5 teenagers from Anaheim, California. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's decision to join the 5 teens in the podcast Teenage Therapy created a lot of positive attraction for the podcast. Harry and Meghan spoke about their own struggle with their mental health during the podcast, especially Meghan, who shared stories about the earlier months when she just had their son Archie Harrison. The pair went on to share some intimate details about their lives and their feelings when asked questions by a teen host. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been avid supporters of mental health events. Before they exit from the royal family, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle launched a health app, Shout, regarding mental health, together with Prince William and Kate Middleton. One of the biggest bombshell confession Meghan shared is her feelings towards last year's events. According to the survey, the Duchess, who was still part of the royal family in 2019, confessed she was the most bullied person in the world. She shared that she was on maternal leave at that time, as she had just given birth to Archie Harrison, yet she was still scrutinized, not stormed by the media. A big reason for the couple's exit from the royal firm is the UK media's obvious criticisms towards them. They were often vilified by the tabloids, and Meghan's biracial background was often a topic printed and distributed. Prince Harry also shared his struggles. The prince spoke about his mental health experience when his mother passed away in 1996, which totally broke him. The 13-year-old prince was said to have been forced to walk behind his mother's casket during the public procession of Princess Diana's funeral. He also spoke about how often during the course of his career in the royal firm he was at the edge of breaking down many times. One of the hosts of Teenage Therapy brought up Meghan's interview during the royal tour in South Africa, wherein the Duchess was asked how she was doing, which she answered with, "Not too many people have asked if I was okay," holding back her tears. The interview resonated with millions of mothers who watched the interview, and a wave of sympathy for the new mother rekindled. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry talk of baby Archie's first steps, first run, first fall. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle spoke of baby Archie's first steps, first run and first fall in a video call with Malala Yousafzai. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle spoke of baby Archie's first steps, first run, first fall in a video call with Malala Yousafzai. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke with the activists to mark International Day of the Girl. The Sun reports, and the couple revealed how they have been spending time with our little one when asked what they have been doing while in lockdown. Harry, 35, said, "We were both there for his first steps, his first run, his first fall, his first everything." Meghan, 39, added, "It's just fantastic because I think in so many ways we were fortunate to be able to have this time to watch him grow, and in the absence of COVID, we would be traveling and working more extremely, and we would miss a lot of these moments. So I think it's been a lot of really good family time. She also revealed that the couple are raising 18-month-old Archie in a way where everything about his nourishment is about educational substance and how you can learn and how you can grow. The pair laughed as they joked about spending their time on Zoom calls in the pandemic. But Harry added those are really special moments with Archie, but at the same time, as Meghan says, we have been working really, really hard because we completely understand and get how challenging this is for absolutely everyone, and I think the longer it goes on for, the more it's going to be felt, obviously, from a mental health perspective. So this is really a unifying moment to bring everybody together and acknowledge what everyone has been going through, this traumatic experience wherever you are in the world. The royal couple discussed the importance of girls' education in the current coronavirus crisis with Malala. Malala, now 23, was just 15 when she was shot in the head by Taliban gunmen after campaigning for girls to be educated in her native Pakistan. Research by the Malala Fund suggests 20 million secondary-age girls may never return to the class following the coronavirus pandemic. There is on the top of the 130 million girls who were not in school before the global crisis. Meghan spoke about her own education, saying, in terms of education, not only did I have the ability to go to school at a young age, but also went to the university. The Duchess looked chic in a high-neck black sleeveless top and white trousers with her hair tied back. She wore a dark lipstick as she was joined by Harry from the living room of their $20 million home in LA. Harry said, "We do take it for granted and it is a privilege, but every person, every single child, every single young person needs an education." Meghan Markle slammed the royal family with a statement about not being controversial. Meghan Markle recently said that her statement is not really that controversial, and even though it was directed at the online trolls that have been criticizing her non-stop life and style claim that it was also a jab at the royal family, there was no doubt a jab at the royals. Meghan constantly feels under scrutiny from Prince Harry's family, and she's grown tired of them overreacting to every little thing she does, the source said. But another source previously said that Markle refused to follow some royal protocols and traditions because she feels that they are old and stuffy, and this is also why she tried to give advice and suggestions on how the royal family could modernize the monarchy. The way she sees it, she was just trying to help, but whenever she expressed her opinion, it backfired more often than not. Her suggestions were twisted to sound more extreme than they were, the source said, and the only person who's really had Markle's back is her husband, Prince Harry. Harry's 100% supports Meghan, but of course he misses his family, especially the Queen and friends back in London. Meghan has practically no interest in returning to the UK, though, so he had to adjust, the source said. Since moving to California, it has been announced that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle signed a multi-year deal with Netflix. However, this didn't sit well with the royal family. It isn't going to sit well with the royals, but Harry and Meghan have learned that that's not the end of the world, the source said. In fact, the royal couple is already having a blast in California, and Prince Harry have also allegedly adjusted to his new life there. He enjoys the freedom and a little bit of tan. He and Meghan are building a vegetable garden and growing their own fruits and herbs too. Harry is eating healthier and he feels great, the source said. However, one should take the claims made by the tabloid about Meghan with a grain of salt. The tabloid also said that Markle's statement was a jab at the royal family was exactly what the Duchess of Sussex was trying to say. To assume that she was attacking the royal families, to assume that her statements are more controversial than it seemed, but the Duchess of Sussex already insisted that this isn't the case.